Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Juana. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be working with sublimation. I'm going to work in two shirts. The first one is a Shell's shirt that I need to complete. It's an order. And the second one is a design that I created using Silhouette Studio. I was working on rhinestones and I decided to convert the SVG file into a PNG file. So I'm going to be sublimating two shirts, an adult and a kid's shirt. I'm going to be working with Cricut Design Space. So guys, I can't wait to show you how I did it. So let's get started. So we are here in Cricut Design Space. This is one of the designs that I mentioned before, the one that is for the kid shirt. I'm going to go now to uploads and I'm going to bring the second design that I created in Silhouette Studios, okay? Let's go to upload. Yes. Okay, so this is the second design that I'm going to be working with. Of course, this is not in this size. So let me make this one smaller so that I can fit both at the same time. Okay, let's pretend this is the size, which is not going to be 12 wide, but I just want to show you both. So these are both designs that I'm going to be working with sublimation. This one right here is a file that I got from, I believe it was Etsy. It did not come this way. I added all of this to the design. It only comes all in black. And this one is my own design. This one I created, and actually I created this one in Silhouette Studio. And because I was working on a rhinestone design, I created this in PNG. These are the two that we're going to be working with. And so, so let me delete this one first because we're not going to use it now. We're going to be working on this one. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to go to upload. And I'm going to try to find that file. I bought it a while ago, right here. Okay, so it's here. Of course, it came huge. So we are going to go ahead. I'm going to lock this proportion lock right here. And I'm going to make it 8.5 in width. Okay, this is much better to work with. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just pick the phone. I'm going to pick the same phone that I used before. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the text. And actually, because it was the last one that I used, it came up. And this font is called Amarillo. I got it, I believe, was from Creative Fabrica. So I'm going to just write, I'm going to go ahead and write the same name. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the color to this light yellow. I'm going to use a lighter yellow than I did originally. Okay. Now, this one looks, if you noticed, you see these pieces in here? Let me go back this way, bring it up here. If you notice, it's cut off in here and it's also cut off around here. So if you want to do the PNG, even SVG, this will show off like that in pieces. For the SVG or HTV, you want to use vinyl. And for the PNG design, also it's going to show these little cuts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to click down here where it says combine, and I'm going to weld this. So it's welded. There you go. You see how smooth it looks? Nice and smooth all over. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put on top of the shallow. And I'm going to turn it around a little bit, the way I had it on the original design. And I'm going to I position it because I didn't want to block these little parts of the shallow like that. So this is similar to what I had originally. Lower a little bit. And make it left a little bit. Okay, so this is what I did now. I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. the name. This is nice, like that, okay? This is what I did. And then I added a heart. I'm gonna go to shapes right here. And I chose the heart. Make it smaller. Color red. And place it here. More or less, I'm showing you how is it that I came about this design. It was very simple, nothing complicated. Okay. And do it like that. Okay. Now, this is for, I'm all over the place because I'm not using my mouse. I don't know why. It's simple if I do this. Okay. So this is what I did more or less. Okay, guys. So this is the design. If you want to use it as an HTV design for a shirt, you will have to slice this. You can place the text on the top, but sometimes when you press vinyl against vinyl, sometimes you can see a little bump or like a line through here if your vinyl is too thin. So I'd rather slice it and then place it as the layer design. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a copy of this text. I'm gonna put it away, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to select this. Oh, this one needs to get out also because you cannot slice 3 items. It needs to be only 2 items. This is item number 1 and this is item number 2. So I'm gonna select the whole thing. I'm gonna click slice. I'm gonna select the whole thing again. I'm gonna click slice and then it's gonna slice it. Once it's sliced, I'm gonna remove away the Lucas name. And these are the bits and pieces that came off the slicing. I'm gonna delete that, I don't need it. I'm gonna bring back the text and the heart. I'm gonna place it, the text on top of it. Okay. In other words, it's gonna be like a ledger design. You see how it works? And then I'm gonna bring the heart in here. And it looks pretty nice. Okay. This is the way I would do it. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. You see how it looks like it's overlapping? So what you would do will be like you will move this. This is one piece of vinyl. This is another piece of vinyl, and this is another piece. This will have a better look when you do it this way, when you are laying separate pieces of vinyl, as opposed to put it on top. You can do it like I said, but if you want a cleaner look, this will be the look. Now, I'm going to be doing this in PNG. I'm going to convert this into print then cut. So I'm going to select the whole thing. I'm going to go back to the panel again, at the right side on the bottom. I'm going to hit flatten. This is going to flatten the whole design, and it's going to become print then cut, okay? So that is the way I did it. Once you have this, and this is just for the beginners, if you are starting with the Cricut machine, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose make it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make it. And if you notice, it's right here. It's giving me a bigger size cutting mat, which I am not going to pay attention to it because I'm just going to print it. I am not going to do the cut part. If you're going to print and cut because you want to do it in a sticker design or you want to cut it and place it someplace else, then you have to put it on this size mat and the size paper because that's the way it's going to cut. But I am not going to do that. I'm going to just print it to use it with sublimation. So I'm going to hit continue. And I'm going to hit send to printer. And it will send it to the printer, okay? I'm going to do it and then I'm going to cancel it because I have already printed this design, all right? So I'm going to send to printer and this is what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my printer. In this case, it's going to be the Epson 15,000 because it's a larger design. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hit dialog. I'm gonna select print. Once I select print, it's gonna appear my computer settings right here. And again, I'm gonna select here 15,000 and I'm gonna hit here the preferences. I am not gonna do this part because I printed this ahead of time. So I just wanna show you all the steps. These steps is the same for every computer. This will look different if you have an Apple computer or another system, okay? So guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go to the craft table. I'm gonna print the other design that I show you that it says God is faithful. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna press both shirts and I'm gonna show you step by step how I do that, okay? See you in a little bit, people. So I am printing out of my Epson 15,000 and I'm using sublimation paper, a sub paper brand, and it's a 11 by 17. And it just finished printing. I have printed the other one that says Lucas Cello ahead of time. I always check the design to make sure that all the colors are the ones that I wanted and that there's no issues with the printout. And as of now, it's looking pretty good. This is approximately 11 by 7.5 inches in height. 11 wide, 7.5 inches in height. So the next thing for me to do is to start getting the shirts ready, all right? So I'm gonna be starting pressing this one first, the kid shirt. And this is my boot shirt paper. I have already trimmed the paper, all right, around. And I'm gonna tell you how easy that I do it. I didn't include it when I was doing it, but it's very easy. Let me get a piece of paper to show you how I do it. There are two ways you can do it. So you can use your hands to feather the paper, and you need to feather the paper so that when you place, if you place it like this on a shirt, it's gonna leave a square mark on any polyester shirt. You don't want that. You want to wrap the paper around the design, okay, and give it this feather effect, all right? You see how the paper has this little feather effect at the end? That will not allow the shape of the edge to be on the shirt, all right? I found this ruler, which I love, from Amazon. I think it's listed on the description box. If not, I'm going to add it to my Amazon list. You use either edge you want to use. I usually use this one. I don't like using this one much because it tends to rip the paper in a way that I don't like. But anyway, you can place it around the design. Let's say this is a design. You place it around it. For example, this little piece that I have in here. You place it around and you feather very easily, and it gives you this effect. And that's how you do it. This is a little bit faster when you do it. When you do it with your hand, it takes a little time, but like that, you make sure that you have a perfect rip. If you use this edge, maybe in this paper, which is thin, this is a regular printing paper, it works fine, but I don't like it. You see this effect? I prefer the long one. So that's a short demonstration of how easy that I use this ruler, which is a time saver, okay? This is a size medium youth shirt, and it's from Make Market brand, which, believe it or not, I prefer it than the Cricut in the sense that it has a bigger fit than the Cricut, and it feels like cotton. It doesn't feel like polyester, even though it's 100% polyester. I'm gonna use both adult and youth size to do this video. It's just that I like the cotton feel. It doesn't feel polyester. It's about $1 cheaper than the Cricut brand. The children, let me see, I think it was $5.99. Actually, it's cheaper, much cheaper. It's $5.99, and Cricut right now have the kids size $7.99, as same as the adult. Adult went up to $8.99 or $9.99. And this is Michael prices, okay? I'm gonna use this sticky roller just to make sure that I don't have any dirt on the shirt. You will not see it, but it's there because they store it under bins and dust do accumulate, and if it's not clean, you're not going to have a good result. You're going to have a lot of blue speckles on your design, which is not nice. Right? It's a waste of a shirt when it gets messed up. All right, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me get another clean just to make sure, people. Okay, I'm gonna be using my HTV Ront this time to press the shirt. You can use like the Cricut press, but you have to make sure that you can press it in one pass. You cannot be doing this and then doing this. The sides need to be big enough so that you can cover the design at once. All right, and you're gonna have to be able to set it for 400 degrees at 60 seconds. So this is the design. I'm gonna place it here. With a kit, I like to leave about 2 fingers down. This is the end of the instrument, the cello. So I'm gonna put it around here. And it doesn't have to be like exactly like on the dot, but close enough. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you are expert on eyeballing the design, I wish I could have that ability of doing it just by eyeballing it. I don't. Every time I try to do that, it comes up crooked, and I don't like it. So, okay, looks good to me. It looks centered to me. I like doing all kind of crafting, people. I love it. I mean, the more the better. That's why I named my channel The Crafty Puerto Rican. My favorite thing to do is embroidery. That's how I started the channel. Mostly embroidery and sublimation. Actually, I did first more sublimation than embroidery and HTV because I love decorating garment. I just love it. So I'm trying to include everything that is crafting because that's what I want to do. I want to share my craft with everybody. You know, because when you learn something, you don't keep it to yourself, you share it. So if I have an embroidery design that I want to share, I will do embroidery. A lot of people love embroidery, but I also have followers that love garment decoration with sublimation, and I haven't done much HTV lately. I have a lot of material for HTV, but I noticed that people love the sublimation. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn you around. If you notice, I haven't set up the temperature yet, so this is gonna be, I'm gonna go to temperature, I'm gonna up it to 400, because I had it for rhinestone pressing, which is a lower temperature. I'm gonna go back to set 400, and then I'm gonna go to the time, it's gonna be 60 seconds. Oops, all right. So I'm gonna let it go up to temp, and then I'll bring you back. See you in a little bit, people. So guys, I forgot to pre-press the shirt. You always have to pre-press it. All right. Okay, it will give you a much better result if you do that. All right. So let's pre-press the shirt. I'm gonna place this on top because it's a white shirt. I don't know, I always like doing that with white shirts. And I'm just gonna press it for 12 seconds. Or so, maybe less. A couple of seconds. That's enough. I'm gonna position the design on top again, and then we'll see you in a little bit, okay? Okay, so the design is in place. So let's start. I'm gonna put sheet paper on top. So butcher paper in the middle and butcher paper on top, right? This, do not reuse the paper. It's already printed out and it has the markings. It has sublimation ink, and if you use it again in another project, it's gonna mess up the project. Right? It's always a good sign when you can see through. That means that it took. So let's reveal. Look at how beautiful. Ta-da! Beautiful. Let me take you around so you can see it better. And that's it. I'm going to move to the next shirt. I'm not going to go through the whole process because you saw me doing that with this shirt. All right? So all I'm going to do is just press it and show you the results. Okay, guys, so the shirt is ready. So let me put the butcher paper on top and get this ready to go. So here we go. There we go. And this is a Make Market shirt. Also, it's a size large, and the design is approximately almost 11 inches wide. Look at how beautiful it came out. The colors are popping. That's exactly the green that I wanted. My Epson 15,000 and 2720, they do an excellent job with the color setting for sublimation. I have no complaints about it. It's beautiful. Let me give you a closer look. God is faithful. So guys, look at the results. I am loving it. Love the colors, the way they are bright and nice. And I love these shirts. Again, the Make Market brand. I am not an affiliate with them, but I want to share this brand with you when it comes to sublimation, because it's an alternative to the Cricut brand that they sell in Michael's. And I loving it. It's not my first time using it. I was very impressed the first time and I used it, and I wanted to share with you also. As of now, it's not on my Etsy shop, but this one is on my Etsy shop for rhinestones and PNG form. This was a PNG file. All right. So guys, if you're new to my channel and this is the kind of content that you like, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican. I will see you pretty soon with some new content. Also, don't forget to click the thumb up or click the like button. It will really, really help my channel. I will see you pretty soon with some new content. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hasta luego.